Hello and welcome back, Michael here. If you are using an Ubuntu LTS version such as Ubuntu 22.04, you will get a meanwhile outdated version of LibreOffice. I will now show you how you can install the latest stable LibreOffice version on your system. Stay tuned. The Ubuntu LTS versions are characterized by the best possible package integration and stability. This means that the software used remains unchanged in many areas and at the best receives security updates. LibreOffice is part of the Ubuntu main repository. This means that it is maintained by canonical developers and does not remain unmaintained in Multiverse or Universe repository. Nevertheless, the currently available version 7.3.7 is well hung. This version was released in November 2022, so it is not as old as the hills, but LibreOffice support has ended. If so, patches will be provided by Canonical. In general, the LibreOffice Foundation recommends installing the current version. The successor, LibreOffice 7.4, was released in August 2022, and the latest major version, LibreOffice 7.5, was released in February 2023 and is currently at 7.5.3. If you are using Ubuntu 22.04 LTS, you are already 2 major versions behind. That's not necessarily a disaster, but apart from new features, bugs are often fixed in subsequent versions. With Ubuntu, we have several options to use the latest LibreOffice version. I will show you 2 common ways to do this. We had already discussed that Canonical does not provide a latest LibreOffice version in Ubuntu LTS, so don't wait until it is offered in the Ubuntu Update Manager. I'll present you 2 solutions. One is via Ubuntu PPA and the other is via software containers such as Snap or Flatpak. PPA is the possibility for developers to host and offer their own maintained software packages for the Ubuntu platform. PPA stands for Personal Package Archive and is a software package source that allows developers to offer newer versions of software alongside the officially released version. To use a PPA, it must be included, which we will do in a moment. Software containers are the latest fashion in the software distribution. There are 2 leading providers for this in the Linux cosmos, Snap and Flatpak. Snap is Canonical's own solution and is mainly used on Ubuntu systems. Flatpak is an alternative to Snap, but is supported by most other Linux distributions. I use Flatpak instead of Snap on my Ubuntu systems. Therefore, I will briefly discuss how to do it alternatively via Flatpak. But now let's check the way via PPA. First, we need to make the PPA source of LibreOffice known to the system. To do this, open a terminal. So I'll now make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. To do this, just enter sudo apt repository ppa libreoffice/ppa and then hit enter, provide your password and then once more enter. To proceed, press enter. Once the PPA is included, it now depends on whether you selected normal or minimal installation during the Ubuntu installation process. With minimal, LibreOffice is not pre-installed and you can install it in the terminal via sudo apt install LibreOffice. I assume that you have done the normal installation. In that case, either the System Update Manager will get back to you shortly, or we will do it in the terminal now via sudo apt update && apt upgrade. When we enter these 2 commands, we are requesting a system update. Here we now see that there are updates for LibreOffice. We confirm this and wait a short while. After that, the latest LibreOffice version is available for us. The update is done. We're now checking what version of LibreOffice we are running. Just open LibreOffice Writer, for example. I don't want this tips at startup. I will now switch to tabbed mode. Apply to all, close. So it introduces first LibreOffice 7.5. I will close this hint. And now about LibreOffice, and you see 7.5.3.2. Now let's check the software container solution. Since we are with Ubuntu, I will first show you the installation via Snap. Open the Ubuntu Software Center, just click here. And then click the search field here and enter LibreOffice. Now you see our installed LibreOffice version. This is LibreOffice based on the Debian packages located in the main repository. If you want to use the Snap LibreOffice container solution, then click here. And then on the top right, you see here Snap Store. And I would prefer the current stable version, that means 7.5.3.2. And in that case, you just have to hit here install. But to be on a clean system, before you going to install LibreOffice as Snap container, I will recommend you to go back and then hit the tab installed, scroll down, and then firstly uninstall the current installed LibreOffice packages based on the Debian package. Otherwise, you have two versions of LibreOffice. I personally don't prefer such constellations, so I would say first uninstall the pre-installed Office and then install the preferred Office. It is not much different with the competitor Flatpak. We open the GNOME Software Center and enter LibreOffice in the search field. At the top right, check that Flatpak is the source and install it. After that, the latest LibreOffice version is available. Just a small hint, the way via Flatpak only works with Ubuntu if you have set up Flatpak initially. If you need further instructions here, I recommend you to open the browser, go to flathub.org, and then click the button Set up Flatpak. Hit the logo of your distribution, in this case Ubuntu, and then follow these instructions. That means firstly install the Flatpak binary, then step 2, install the software Flatpak plugin, and the third step is to add the FlatHub repository. Whether you need the latest version of LibreOffice is something you have to decide for yourself. I use it and do so via PPA. This way I get the latest version with the best performance. PPA are deeply integrated into this system. I only include PPAs from developers I trust. I would never include just any PPA repo because that also involves a certain risk. You minimize this risk with the software container when it comes to the latest version of LibreOffice. Alternatively, just stick with the shipped 7.3 version because it's maintained by the Ubuntu developers. There is 5 years of LTS support until 2025, and after that you can continue to get 5 years of security updates for free via an Ubuntu Pro subscription. What will you choose, or do you use a different Office solution? Now it's your turn. Feel free to write your opinion in the comments. I'm curious. Feel free to leave a free channel subscription. Just give it a thumbs up and activate the bell and you'll always be up to date. Thank you very much for the kind attention. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.